preference for us to listen to God. Amen. Amen. So we are lucky that we have modernized with the current system or the current economy that we have. We have modernized the things. Now we've got keyboards, we've got drums, we've got everything that actually enhances the atmosphere, enhances the worship, enhances the praise, and it actually means something to you. Not only you, but to someone who's out there. When in Africa, when the church service is happening, you can hear the music playing even from your house. Then someone walking by is like, oh, it's fire in there. Let me go listen. Because it's already ministering to them. That is what music is meant to mean to us and to everyone. Those that sang were ministering to each and one of us. The worship that they gave to us is a testimony. They're seeing what God does for them. And it also challenges someone else. And we're like, what is different through that? What can I learn? Music is something that creates that basis to build your faith, to build your trust with God. Amen. Amen. Like I said, music is actually modernized. There's now amapiano. There's now gospel music based on amapiano. You start dancing, things like that actually grab people. Those who have amapiano now can be dragged to God using that modernization, all these different genres that we can tweak to actually bring people to God. Isn't that wonderful? So I have, I've got 5 things actually, of what I think music means to us. So 1, music is a gift that God created. He hears it all. I'm going to ask someone to read Job 38 verse 7. Then after that, read from the difficult book of Revelation 5 verse 13.
While the morning stars sang together and all the angels shouted with voice. That's Job 38 verse 7.
Thank you. And then Revelation 5 verse 13.
Revelation 5:13. Then I heard every creature in heaven and on earth and under the earth and on the sea, and all that is in them, saying, To him who sits on the throne and to the Lamb be praise and honor and glory and power forever and ever.
Amen. God created all the creatures. They make different sounds. The birds, they make wonderful chants in the morning. You're like, ooh, nature. The whales make that nice noise. Ooh, and the sea. God hears that. So why can't we express our joy and pride in God in music? Because God hears it. Revelation has told you that God hears it all, from the birds to the fish to everything. So we should also express the vocals that God gave us. Amen. Amen. So human music reflects the order, the beauty, the diversity of God's creation. We are God's creation. We are unique. So we should use that uniqueness to actually show those who do not see what they are, to show them that this is how we express our joy. This is how we express our love, our worship to God. Because we have been made to praise Him, to worship Him, to use what He's given us. Number 2, singing is a ministry that belongs to all the people of God. Singing does not come from God. Yes, music is for everyone. I'm not saying it is only restricted to us, but it's actually It belongs to us all. So we should spread our praise, to spread our worship. We thank God for the chairperson. She said that we have media platforms. That's a good start to spread the gospel of God, not only in ministry but in praise and in worship. Let's utilize that. We have instruments, we have vocals, good or bad. God hears everything. To Him it is pleasing. Don't worry about what the audience thinks. Just give your praise and your worship to God freely. Amen. Singing is actually, like I've said, it's the main thing of church, but it's also a main thing for you. When you hear gospel music, you're like, wow, it's actually speaking to me. I've never heard this song. It might not be in English, it might not be in German. Sometimes you hear something in French, you're like, wow, that's speaking to you. You don't know what he's saying, but he's talking to you. We listen to every different type of worship out there. They're ministering to us, aren't they? It's how they sing, how they express. They're showing that, oh, God has been good to them. They're like, wow. Why can't I do it myself? So use that gift. Use that gift. 3, the principal direction of the congregation singing, is only to sing to the Lord. So when we sing, music should lead. Well, when we're singing, we should know why we're singing. Why we're singing. We sing because we want to show God our thoughts, what we feel. What we feel in our heart, what we feel in our surroundings. We express that. That's why we've got 2 types of singing, isn't it? There's the praise, when you're thankful, there's the worship, you're like, God, maybe I'm going through pain. There's always that type of worship that we can sing to God. It will not only please God, but it also ministers to you. So the church ministry is for the education of God's people. Like I said, we teach each other through not only sermons, but through the singing, through what we express. It shapes people's faith. Music keeps us in Team Jesus more than what preaching does. Because like I said, we hear preaching once a week, but music we hear it every time, everywhere. It's portable. And we thank God that we have that ministry for us. It is through the sense of the words that God, I don't know what I wrote there, but I was trying to say, it is through the sense of the words that we show and that we learn through the character of God. So we learn something from God, we express that in music. So 1 Corinthians 14, verse 14 to 15, it says, for if I pray in this way, my spirit prays indeed, but my mind is not part of it. What should I do then? I will pray with my spirit, but I will also pray with my mind. I will sing with my spirit, but I will also sing with my mind. Amen. Amen. So when you pray, you are not singing with your mind, are you? You're just giving God the conversation. But through verse 15 says, when I sing to God, I also sing with my mind. Because you're learning from what you're singing, aren't you? You're learning from what you're singing. So when you're learning from what you're singing, your spirit is also blessed through that. And you grow from it. So let us express our praise. Let us express our worship to God. Singing wins songs. This is what we should want to do every day. So let us be fishers of men. Let us learn from each other. Let us be in His presence. Let us glorify God. In whatever religion you think it is big to God. So singing glorifies God. It wins souls. It keeps our faith strong in God. It gives us direction. Because when it gives us direction through the reflection of what we learn, of what we see, of what we witness. It gives us that understanding of what God does for us. And it wins other people. So why not sing to God to please Him, but also learn from Him and grow from Him? If Jesus and the disciples sang in hymns, why can't we? This is my challenge for you. Next music day, everyone should be onto this.
Amen.
I think so. Because we enjoy doing it. Yes. Singing is lovely. And I believe that you've been blessed today. And this is my very encouragement today. Amen.